grudge match in a battle for the top 4. Vitality versus FURIA. Welcome to the jungle.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for fire and flames because historically this one gets feisty. As we enter game 1 brought to you by Progressive, it'll be a slug match.
And then we all look back to see these two rosters post-series shouting at each other quite frequently. There's a little bit of beef that goes on behind the scenes in these Rocket League matches. Vitality, they recently have had the last laugh. It's cleared away with Monkey in a very early chance in favor of FURIA. Over in the Swiss, it was FURIA losing to Vitality. It was 0-3 against them.
However, the last 2 times these two have played at tournaments, whoever beats the other in the Swiss ends up losing in the knockout stages. So FURIA fans, all hope is not lost. It's a brand new stage. It's a brand new best of 7 for these two against each other as Exotic has to make an early save. And Team Vitality in general, Stumpy, they seemed angry yesterday.
Yeah, especially Monkey Moon. Everybody knew it wasn't a secret. He wasn't playing to the level that we all expect. Zen, however, was on fire yesterday and is continuing to burn on Champ Sunday.
The star player in the world has been Team Vitality's star man this tournament. Look at that, by the post.
Ting.
Gets it in. And Team Vitality, one thing they will want to bring into this series is momentum from their last match against FURIA.
And I mean, looking at how they ended up, I think, reacting after their previous series, I was kind of hinting towards it. Monkey Moon, he was not at the level that anybody anticipates, especially at these majors. He can have a wobbly major. He can have a little bit of a wobbly world championship. He normally bounces back. He normally goes on to win stuff. This is going to be another hard challenge for him, though. He's now sitting with a brand new team. Zen can now clear that one away. It's the first save brought in by Monkey Moon.
FURIA have had some decent chances. The shooting hasn't been ideal just yet, and Team Vitality have been able to ball away by hook or by crook. Trevino, he is certainly the hype man for FURIA, but it's the guy who just got that ball forward lost. What a performance he had yesterday. He was paramount in FURIA's.
I mean, Lost has been, throughout the Swiss as well, their best player. Lost has been unbelievable across the board. Statistically looking great. Eye test, he's looking great as well. Jan, another player too, who has been at the top of multiple scoreboards and being involved in 77% of all goals that go in favor of FURIA. He is tied #1 along with First Killer.
Is Exotic though, the recent world champion alongside Monkey Moon before they went from Team BDS to Team Vitality. Who's going to allow Lost into the airs, into the center, trying to make sure Trevino doesn't get that ball, and does by taking him out the game. Lost against Zen, it's still FURIA. Despite going the goal behind, they've had more of the play in my opinion. They just can't quite get that goal. And again, Zen gets the save.
Slightly weak shot, but just maybe asking a question on the Vitality defense. Clear away from Exotic, only finds Trevino in midfield. Jan does not turn quite quick enough, so instead has to wait for the first touch to come through in favor of Vitality. A block attempted, caught by Lost. Beats out one, beats out the second, not quite. Zen again defensively chilling towards the back and being that guy. A pinch, team pinch for Vitality, just going wide.
Yeah, lovely effort there for Team Vitality, but they will not be pleased how many saves they are being forced to make. There though, Jan has had to make 3 of his own for FURIA, and he finds his team behind. Monkey Moon almost nudging Zen out the way. That's been an issue for Team Vitality plenty of times. They're also itchy to get to the ball when they're defending. Sometimes they can trip over each other's feet. Now they have survived, retain their lead. Zen up against Jan. Let's go into the corner. Exotic's going to catch this one and flick it almost over the top of Lost. Lost continues his supremacy, getting the edgeable bump against Exotic. Now it's going to go forward towards Trevino. FURIA have to do a little bit of defending now. Team Vitality beginning to step it back up.
Vitality, they don't normally actually take on too much of that pressure. They're typically the ones giving it. They're the 3rd lowest team to be actually having any shots against them. And FURIA on the other side of things love a shot against them. They're the 3rd highest team to be conceding all of these shots. So Zen wants to continue that number going. Pushes it towards Trevino, then removes him from the ceiling. His demo games as well, Cole. He's been playing off-ball much more frequently than he has done online.
Yeah, there's always changes when you come into these events, and it's how teams deal with that extra strain. The extra pressure that goes on, and the differences in gameplay between yourselves and your opponents. Vitality have been there all along. FURIA, though, playing together for a couple of seasons now, these 3. The most recently brought into this team is Jan. Puts the ball up. Team Vitality retain their slender lead up against FURIA in game 1. I had a feeling they were going to charge into this one, but it seems more full of tension than I expected as Monkey Moon gets it forward on the right and Yan clears.
I think both anticipated quite a high-scoring game. Both these teams wanting to continue their grudge match, keep taking chunks out of each other. It's been a lot of midfield battle. A great dunk from Lost. It's going to push it towards the Vitality half, but then immediately responded back the other way. Monkey Moon keeping it central. Yan has to dodge a bump off the side of Zen. Final 30 seconds. FURIA really haven't pushed that deep into the opposite half. Oh. A monstrous flick up for Yan. That second touch not able to come in, but a rocket from the FURIA half.
Yeah, I think Yan had the read as well. It was an all-important touch there from Team Vitality defensively. Lost is going to get another go. 19 seconds now. Pre-flips towards the ball, wants to get something on it, isn't able to. Then gets it back towards FURIA territory. Yan's turn now. As Rafinha in the center, good touch from him. Lost is awaiting it. Can he get the ball into the middle? He wants to. Monkey Moon doesn't let him until.
Good demo.
Here's Yan against Monkey Moon. He snatches at his shot. And barring a miracle for FURIA, it still could happen though. That will be game one. Let's see. Can FURIA give themselves one last chance? They fade each other out. Team Vitality take an uncharacteristically nervy game one.
Monkey Moon, I think, is so relieved with the shot that Yan ended up putting on net. That one's soft and central, exactly where Monkey Moon was, and he could then end up clearing it away. He could have waited a sec, maybe put it back behind him. Monkey Moon was using all of his momentum. That's the only way he got that save. Poorly played by Yan, I think.
We've seen quite a lot of that in this event, in my opinion. Shooting opportunities that you're expecting to see bullets into the top corner that have been rolled quite safely. I do feel the winner of this event will be the team that's braver with their shots, forcing doubles like Zen did there, or at least sniping the upper left or right 90. However, Team Vitality don't have to worry about that too much anymore. They take game one. I don't think they'll be completely thrilled of it though.
Yeah, I think there's work to do on both sides. Vitality played relatively clean, but definitely got away with one towards the end. Then the miscommunication, I think, mostly in the air, especially at the end, was it Yan and Lost? They both went for that shot, both ended up pulling out of it, calling each other on. Neither of them making any contact in the end, and this arena pulling almost, not entirely, but mostly in favor of Vitality. Will be happy with the result of game one.
Yeah, the last time we had, I remember when we were in Copenhagen and Carmine Corp, the EU crowd actually ended up going against them. It ended up being UK versus France. This time it seems that Team Vitality have won the hearts of the English crowd. FURIA going to have to deal with that extra little bit of awkwardness. We saw in the 1v1 how well Yan can deal.
Yeah.
And the chips are down and the crowd's against him. Doesn't phase him, but now he's got all three of Team Vitality against him, and he's gone behind again. 1-0 early doors.
Another early goal as well. Same story as that first game. It's a wonderful save from Rafinha, but the fact it dropped central, Monkey Moon knows the power is not going to be sent too far away. Drops straight down. Monkey Moon is there to poach. And a 16-second goal for the Buzzing Bees.
We've already seen in this first couple of games that Monkey Moon seems a lot more comfortable. Yesterday, when they did lose to the Ultimates, after those first couple of games, he never really seemed secure in his position on the pitch. Now he's rocking and rolling. Team Vitality looking all the stronger for it. Monkey Moon might have another chance. He tries to take it slow. Keep his attack going, didn't want to overcommit.
Yeah, especially seeing as he's the third man, has to take it slow there, making sure that if the ball ends up flying past him, it's not due to his fault, keeps it nice and slow. Great play from him to make sure the composure is there for Vitality, but the pressure going the other way now. FURIA, little bit of time.
Rafinha looking to get involved in the play. Jan's rushing back with no boost, and so Lost as well at nothing. He manages to force a flick to make Team Vitality look a little bit awkward. That's not all he could do there. Here's Rafinha, the shot safe. To the lower corner. Monkey Moon, I think, would have had it covered even if it was in the upper corner. It does mean that Monkey Moon didn't have to jump, so was able to follow the next touch up. Jan's turn this time. Almost over exotic. Team Vitality not looking like they're struggling against the FURIA solo plays at all at this point. Lost could change that, but again, it's forced above the backboard, and Team Vitality are there.
Pretty clean so far as well from Vitality. They've not had to stretch too much for any of these saves. FURIA's offense have looked not necessarily toothless, but a lot less scary than we've seen in previous events and previous series. Maybe it's just his Vitality side. They're going to buck that trend of winning in Swiss, then also winning in playoffs. They might have found that secret sauce against FURIA.
Team Vitality always love beating FURIA. Rafinha to the ceiling. Lost goes for the early shot. It's almost theirs then. Oh, it's a little bit awkward. And a big demo comes in from Exotic just before FURIA were going to pull the trigger.
The huge opportunity as well as now a pass central down, bottom corner. And Rafinha is the first scorer for FURIA.
Rafinha, a player who sometimes can underperform on land. He can have awkward, dodgy games. Seeing him playing well, getting involved in the scoring, is a great sign for FURIA because he's such an excellent player. Keyboard and mouse user. FURIA do have their equalizer, and I think they're good for it.
2 minutes now. Trofino taking a little old pot shot. Let's get sent straight off the backboard and carried along by Zen. Next to it is Monk in perfect positioning. Again, shoots bottom corner. The post will keep him away.
Vitality stepping up after conceding, but FURIA now looking like they're in the mood. Lost almost gets over the top of Zen. There's going to be a race here. It's Trofino coming in. That was scary as the third man, but got a decent chunk of the ball as he had to. Then tries to keep it low, goes for a huge flick in the air. Whoa!
The ball had a blue trail on it. Might have helped it along its journey, but you see at the back, Monkman going for a bump with Trofino, forces him high. Maybe a smidge of extra speed, but that is 99% Zen.
Just wait till you see 100. I'm sure at some point it's going to happen, either in this series or if Team Vitality do survive later on in this tournament. Here is Zen, he's waiting. Trofino gets it as far as Monkey, and great charge down there from Lost. Zen had sniffed that danger and was able to get to it nice and quickly and loses it to Exotic. Trofino's in there, but he's beaten by Zen. Zen via the ceiling, wants to get the flip reset at the end of it, uses all of his boost. Trofino gets a nudge on it, sends it high. Lost can't get too much power here, so FURIA are going to have to do a little bit more defending. Team Vitality can keep the attack going. Zen to the backboard, doesn't get the follow-up for once. Now it's Yan versus Monkey Moon, 1v1. We know what Yan can do in these situations, but that one hits the crossbar.
Yan was flicking like nobody's business yesterday as well. Didn't go for the air draw bump, so any of the 1v1 naysayers are going to be quite happy with it. Lost shooting to the right-hand side, can't sneak it in. Trofino there again, bangs the crossbar, a big old clang, sent away from the net. Lost now there again. FURIA are starting to come online.
And I don't mind it from Trofino either. It's a mistimed shot. It's gone a little bit too high, but you can't put it safe. Better to hit into the backboard and have players follow up. As we see, look at the pressure that it leads to. And eventually, when FURIA get it back, Trofino does sink this one.
With the help of Lost as well, manages to read it, wants to send it in himself. But Trofino on the follow-up in case he can't, and thank goodness he was there. FURIA draw themselves level with Vitality in the higher scoring game that we thought would be happening compared to game one.
Yeah, Trofino among the goals, but Lost at the moment amongst the gods. The way he's been playing the last 24 hours.
Mate, the last, 4 days he's been on fire.
Sublime. And he will keep on going. Team Vitality, though, will be well aware of his threats. It's been relatively quiet so far by his standards. If he could come online and Lost remains the same, Trofino keeps scoring. It's a great set of ingredients for them. Team Vitality were coming forwards there. Yan into the center. Monkey Moon is going to allow this one to run. That split second extra can boom it long and chase it down himself. Zen looking at Trofino in the corner. Next goal could take this one. Here is Zen. Has all the time in the world just to put this ball where he wants it, but 3 FURIA players combined to clear.
Monkey Moon touches his central. That's only going to, I thought it was going to benefit FURIA only. Instead, Zen is going to be there. A demo, dropped middle. Monkey Moon now dives in. Exotic can't get back to it either. Yes, he can. And again, the double save. Exotic, the magician on the goal line.
Monkey Moon, bro, what are you doing? Exotic had done all the work. You made him do it again. Terrifying stuff for Team Vitality. Somehow it stays 2-2. Zen keeps this one under his control. Only Trofino on his way. There's a pass to the left. Fakes out Trofino at the low 50. Yan up against Zen. Team Vitality survived that scare. Will they push for one more before overtime? Instead, it's FURIA. Lost has a chance. Can't do anything with it. Dancing on the Team Vitality goal line as Exotic goes above his head. Gets the flip reset. Gets the extra touch. Yan pushes it wide. Monkey Moon, one more chance. Trofino surely kills it and does. Overtime game 2.
Deep press needed from both sides. FURIA thinking that they should have scored, and Vitality extremely thankful that they haven't. The pressure falling straight towards FURIA yet again. They're going to shy away from that one. Sees Monkey Moon, who is up first. It was a FURIA player, but they also couldn't make contact. A little bit too much on it. Monkey Moon central again, trying to find his teammates, but Exotic with nothing. Now has to try and find Zen on the side. A couple of chances. Vitality now currently biding their time, wanting to strike when it matters. Lost. Going to clear it away.
Yeah, the in and out save from Zen's shot. Zen would have thought he had that one, but there was Lost. Day after his birthday, that ball pinch is scary, terrifying. Zen couldn't predict it. Lost and Yan both charge into that ball. Lost remains grounded. He's got a flip reset here if he wants it. He takes it, pushes it back into that bottom corner. Zen comes from the ceiling, clears it away.
Good bump attempt as Zen tries to go for one. Exotic now bumped away by that next player to find their way in. Flick from Monkey Moon, not quite high enough to beat out Trofino. Now Yan first to it. Middle to Lost. Back behind Jafino, we know he's low, but they do not. Exotic charges down on him with 0 boost himself.
Zen, though, you can't allow him this much time and space. That was going into the center. Monkey Moon almost forces it in. Saved well for now by FURIA, and Jafino can complete the job.
I wouldn't mind a Monkey Moon confidence play here, a confidence goal, whatever it ends up being, because he's still looking shaky compared to yesterday, taking very simple touches, simple shots and plays. Might just look that way because his teammates were Exotic and Zen, but these two, I think, are on a different level right now. Monkey Moon does clear it away, takes it to the corner with boost and time. Lots of time being given, in fact. He then allows that ball to fly over towards Zen. The bump attempt, it's a... But if we didn't have enough of them yesterday, we get one more here on Champ Sunday.
It's so smooth from Zen, letting the ball run over his shoulder and pirouetting through 2 FURIA defenders for the bump. But the man on their right, their spiritual leader, Team Vitality, he was the one who teed Zen up. A huge moment for Monkey Moon, and it fully brings Zen online.
Zen with a 700-point game as well, clear of 200. The next player in Jafino. And based on that performance, based on the overtime, we have heard that FURIA are calling their tactical timeout.
There's a case of so near, yet so far for FURIA. Watch this, and then watch this. Monkey Moon, Lost fakes out Monkey Moon. So what would have been a 50-50 turned into a pretty clean shot on his own goal line. But what a difference a goal makes, Stumpy.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Monkey Moon, bless him, a couple of times. He's turned to Exotic to get the first fist bump, and Exotic turns towards Coach, turns to Zen first, and Monkey Moon just sort of fist bumps the elbow. I respect it. I don't hate it, but I have noticed it, MM.
Well, they'll talk, I'm sure, about a lot more than that over this 60 seconds. STL will be rallying his own troops for FURIA. You seeing that fire now, that spark that we were anticipating?
It's more than embers. It's coming that way. It's definitely a lot more pressure in favor of Vitality, I think. FURIA, they're biding their chances. They're taking less shots overall. I mean, in that game they had, I think, 1 or 2 more, but it feels like, at least in terms of the heat map, they've got a lot more in favor of Vitality in that blue half. There's still more from Lost. Lost has been their guy the entire time so far. If he comes out and reaches that level, Vitality need to bring Monkey Moon up to that level as well.
I mean, yeah, I love watching the replay of that. Reedy got on the backboard. And here we go, the all-time LAN games played. Monkey Moon is well up there, closing in on first killer.
He's going to overtake first killer here.
Yeah.
Could overtake Chicago if it goes to 7.
I bet that's what he's thinking. Fiddle up, he's thinking, oh, I could overtake Chicago here.
I think I should be number 6.
Yeah, a classic Monkey Moon phrase.
I want to be number 6 in the world.
Don't we all, mate? Don't we all? Well, both these teams are already top 6 here in the quarterfinals. That much is locked in, but it is not going to be enough. For Team Vitality, 4 World Championships between them on this roster.
That's unbelievable. In the modern era as well.
As for FURIA, semi-finalists galore. Jan has won a Gamers 8 as well, so he has won a huge international LAN. They have the experience to bring this one back. They have the skill and the quality to bring this one back. Do they have that little tiny element of magic? And if they do, who's the player that brings it? Lost surely is most likely.
And that pressure's continuing right from the start of the previous game. Goes down to now this game number 3. 2 more Vitality there going to be going through into the semi-finals. Then up to challenge, a nice little 50 is going to bring it down towards Monkey Moon. Let's keep it away. And FURIA, if they are going to succeed, they need this kind of pressure.
Jafino watches, is able to get this one clean. He tries to get a nibble out of Monkey Moon, isn't able to in the end, but it's going to be enough to cause a huge opportunity. There is Lost, scoring again. FURIA have the lead.
It's now their turn for an early goal in the game. Stunning little pass from Jan, and the demo from Drufo makes it all possible. I do love that goal explosion too. Lost
cool,
scooping that brand new one, brings that ball straight back to the net. Unfortunately, it will not count for 2 goals.
Yeah, make it doubly good, but here's Jan. It might be 2 goals anyway, almost. Straight from the kickoff with a late flick. Jafino has to watch as Monkey Moon takes this one away. Zen is clearing a path for Lost. FURIA certainly stepping up after their tactical timeout. They will feel this is the game. They get back into this one. Huge swing game in this series. The difference between 0-3 and 1-2. Chasm.
towards the ceiling, and Monkey being the only man to it. A reset, not quite around Drufo as he challenges him nice and quickly. Midfield for Exotic, only sends it high to find Lost. Fury now getting on the end of a lot of these balls a lot more convincingly. Waiting for the Exotic miss, and that will not be coming in based off his form.
Lost is going to wait, take control of it again. Furia not rushing into anything. Daring Team Vitality to charge them down on their own terms. Jan's going to win this one against Zen, as he knows. Huge 50 from Zen going all the way in front of the Furia goal. Trevino takes a touch. That's risky there with Monkey Moon bearing down upon you, a man who is never going to hesitate. And here is Zen now. Trevino couldn't stop it. In fact, he helped it in.
It's a nice place for Vitality, constantly making sure that no pressure from Furia can build. It's on target. Drufo has to make a touch, although it's in regardless. Unfortunately, he speeds it up to about 5 times as fast. But you know what? Tactical. It buys them at least 1 more second later in the game to get a goal back themselves.
Zen has the ball in his own half, in his own corner, but he may be able to punch something out from it. He has to block out Jan, push it into the opposite corner. That's a good play from Zen in the end. Monkey Moon up against Lost. Lost wriggles away from him. And now Monkey Moon has a chance to clear a path for Exotic. Couldn't quite get the bump. It was good dodging from the Furia players. Have to get that lead straight back. Monkey Moon into the center. Finio's there. He goes solo almost, but Monkey Moon read it. Instead, it turns to a great pass.
Oh my goodness!
How do you deal with that, Stumpy? How do you deal with that?
I think you hire about 5 more goalkeepers and put them in different corners of the net and then one floating somewhere free. Exotic, pinpoint accuracy, pierces the net of Furia. It's a second goal for Vitality on their way to match point.
Zen sends it long. Furia fake out Team Vitality from the kickoff. Here is Jerafinho. Jan in the center. Wants to find him. He still might. That one's a nice touch. Followed up. Monkey Moon got enough on it to push it back towards Lost. Furia, they would have thought they had something right. They would have thought the blueprint was there. Team Vitality get a couple. Furia find their second.
Positioning from Jerafinho here is stunning. Gets that initial challenge and then moves up aggressively. Immediately jumps. As soon as he lands, back round behind Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon has to cover both, and Jerafinho makes it a lot easier for the passing player. 2-2 now. Furia straight back in it.
Yeah, Furia can't afford to not have a player in front of the ball, to have 3 players behind it playing safe. It does not work against Team Vitality, and it has not been working against Team Vitality. You see there, Lost gets the clearance, and while his teammate was demoed moving forwards, at least he was moving with the ball. It was trying to turn defense into attack in a heartbeat. Zen up against Jan. Pushes this one to the side, wants to get the double tap and does. There's Lost. Could be all 3 of them involved. Rafinha's coming in. Just about finds its way home.
Completely open for a second there too. Both committed in the corner. Monkey Moon sends himself gone. And Jan, sorry, Lost rather, gets both the bump and the pass central. Jerafinho there to finish it, and Exotic just had to guess. Isn't able to do so.
I mean, any shot that goes in is a good shot, but that wasn't a great shot, though, I would say. It was safe. I want to see Jerafinho just aim for the corners again there, but it worked, so no harm done. Zen, double tap, triple tap. What's he going to do? Oh! Get the ball up him if you dare!
It just kept building. It's the first into the second, the magnificent third, and the fourth. Dodging a bump, dodging a dunk. Zen is otherworldly.
He uses the 4th, and Furia full. 3-3, Team Vitality back in the ascendancy. Now they've got the momentum. We talked about 100% Zen earlier. That was certainly it. And Furia are going to have to deal with a wave of pressure right now. Zen with the dunk again. It's at the post that time, and down the other end, Exotic has it spotted. It's good enough, just.
Praising the Psyonix devs there. Very happy that they've got that new feature with the ball cam, or rather the demo cam. Seeing where you respawn back in. 70 seconds, Zen now on the press. Lost, misses, as does Exotic. Little whifty-whifty as Monkey Moon now first that ball. Sidewall redirect is nearly on. But the threat of them in the modern era, you need to cover it as a defender.
Yeah, Furia, I think, had it covered. They read that Monkey Moon was close to it. Zen is blocked out by Lost. Jan up against him. They're also boost depleted. Every player on the pitch is desperate times, calling for desperate measures. Will there be brilliance to emerge? Rafinha does beat out Exotic. Lost is there. Lets it go over his shoulder. Then gets the dunk and finishes it with a flash of a smile.
A perfect dunk from Lost. Jerafinho this time returning the favour. Zen has to turn, has to get the 50. And you see how wide Lost makes his car. knows that all it has to do is go on target, and that is finding its way through. 43 seconds, 4-3 on the scoreboard, and FURIA, they have that lead.
One of the games of the tournament so far, and on it rumbles. Lost. Great block from him there from the pass. Monkey Moon is able to get something in the end, though. Lost refuses to leave that ball alone. FURIA have the lead, but they're not sitting on it. Not for a second. Team Vitality pop it up for their teammate. Jan to the ceiling, has the reset. He's coming in, almost gets the dunk on Zen. Exotic long. Only Jofinio is there.
Final 18, under 20 seconds remaining. Monkey Moon finding that right-hand wall. Zen does tip it high. Next player to it is going to be on the blue side, however. This needs to go Vitality's way soon.
Jan to the backboard. Zen keeps it as safe as he can. This is where Team Vitality have to strike. Exotic has a shooting shot! They've done it again!
Magic at 0 seconds. It's the Monkey Moon Exotic duo. They've won Worlds together. They're looking to win a major together as well. And Vitality earn another desperate overtime.
FURIA's fate in this tournament may well rely on scoring this next goal. Exotic almost dances through their defenses, then gets it as far forward as he can. Lost can't beat Monkey Moon here. Jan is awkward facing his own goal, but he gets it towards Lost. Now Lost has control. He goes for the flick. Exotic to the backboard. Exotic should be able to sweep up. Gets in Zen's way somewhat. Team Vitality of all teams looking stretched, looking nervous, looking like it's gonna go to at least 5.
It's a great touch through from Jan as well. Monkey Moon has to get that touch. He gets so slightly clipped by Jan. And Jofinio knows that playbook. They've done it in Sam 1,000 times. They've done it against Vitality, I'm sure at least a dozen. And that's FURIA with their first game win. You said right at the start of that game, Cole, this game's going to end one way or another. Either 2-1 or 3-0. 3-0 is nigh impossible on land to come back from. 2-1, infinitely more manageable.
Some of the goals we saw in this game, though, just to look at it, you know,
Zen here.
in a vacuum. Wow. So many touches, and Zen just seemed to know exactly what he was doing from the first second. None of that seemed improvised, it seemed planned.
Great bump on Monkey Moon, completely got rid of him. Monkey Moon asleep till world.
Yeah, not sure about that
cruel.
one.
I don't know where that sign is. How cruel of you. You mean people.
Well, Monkey Moon can take it. Monkey Moon had a poor open online, and he got some abuse online, didn't he? And he was just saying, look, this is what I do. I'm one of the GOATs. I'm going to be right back. Don't you worry about one poor event.
You're going to see
match.
what I'm capable of.
And we are seeing what Team Vitality are capable of, but FURIA, as ever, matching them all the way. To win that game, how much belief does that bring them?
I mean, it's the belief that you get to then think also you're not now staring down the barrel. That was a 9-goal thriller. They wanted to be a little bit more disparate than that. But in game number 4 in the Coliseum, it's FURIA's chance to level it up, and Vitality, all they see coming their way is a pause.
Well, there you go. Stew and think about it for a little bit longer, fellas. Just when you thought you could lock right back in, instead you're going to have to just think. The question is, do they talk through this? Do they rely on tactics, or do they take a few seconds just to breathe, relax, and know that it's all going to start? The fireworks are going to begin again fairly soon. The crowd are keeping themselves entertained during the gap, which is what we want to see. But Team Vitality, they had this series fully within that grasp. If they could have taken that overtime, it would be close to over by now. They must have been a little bit sorry for themselves that in 2 days in a row, they've made huge comebacks, 0-second comebacks, then lost the overtime pretty quickly straight away after.
Yeah. I mean, that, bear in mind, is 3 games in a row where all 3 of them only had a 1-goal difference. It has been so close. If one scores 0, the other scores 1. If one scores 2, the other scores 3. If one scores 4, the other scores 5.
What if one scores 5?
I bet the other would score 6.
Wow.
For FURIA, they also get a couple more seconds to talk about it. Analyse what they did well, what they did poorly. Monkey Moon and the rest of Vitality doing the exact same thing. Looked like it might have been a thing on the Vitality side as well. I've been talking to Cassio. Looks like they're all good now.
This is where the tension builds as well. We've talked about the fact that these two teams have history. So for anyone who doesn't know, last season in both majors, one team won in the Swiss, the other would then beat the one that won in the Swiss in the knockouts. That happened in reverse twice. And let's just say the second time around, it was pretty feisty afterwards. And there is that element that it could happen again. There is a true wedge between these two teams. You know, it's all respectful, it's all friendly, but they really want to beat each other. I'm sure if you ask Team Vitality which team you want to beat most, you'd probably Carmine Corp and then Furia.
Furia, yeah. Carmine Corp, of course, you're best mates with them, and then Furia because you're not best mates with them. Game 4 now kicking off yet again in the Coliseum. Furia, as I was saying, looking to make sure they can draw this series up. And Vitality, one more, and they get themselves on series point.
The good news for Team Vitality is that Zen is performing up to his incredibly high standards and has been throughout this series. Even in the last game that they lost, he got 700 plus points again.
Unbelievable.
And that's not unusual, I think. I haven't been tracking the numbers too much, but he's been in around that range since this series started, just fully pulling the strings for Team Vitality.
I mean, points-wise, Zen currently across the entire land is sitting second. The only person he is sitting second behind is Jan.
No way, really?
Yeah, they're about 35 points different in points per game. And you can see why. Both players, the absolute figureheads of their teams. This Vitality pressure, it's done them well, and it's also led to a couple of runaway goals. A nice flick over the top. Zen isn't able to get that one through. Neither is Exotic. Final chance again. Another save. Drufo in for double shift.
Yeah, Zen had a second chance there to finish what he started. Wasn't quite able to do it. Well defended by Furia. Monkey Moon goes for a triple tap of his own. Smushes the ball above the goal. Zen tries to keep the attack running. Trafino clears it, but only as far as Team Vitality, only as far as Monkey Moon, only as far as yet another French flip reset and another French turn. And there's Exotic, and Team Vitality take the lead.
That's a great play, though, by Lost to try and keep it away from that air-dribbling Vitality player. And then Zen, he's there on the backboard anyway. He then just slows it down right yet again.
Furia just can't escape this yellow wall right now. Everywhere they turn, there is a player in Vitality's decal staring right down at them, just waiting for the ball to be attracted to them like a magnet. Exotic gets into the center. Lost tries to find a teammate. Trafino and Zen ensure that it's only a 50-50. Monkey Moon wins it cleanly. Just keep an eye on how many clean Vitality touches there are. Trafino's getting in there after the clean touch. Monkey Moon fakes it, but he fakes his teammate.
I think Monkey Moon may be called to get that ball in favor of him. And then he just doesn't make any contact. Again, though, he's going to be taking a short loss. It's very awkward. Gets sent to the scrapyard to think about what he's done. Exotic attempts that 50. Zen is going to have 100 boost, but it will not matter. The runaway goals that seem to be the story of this LAN have come to haunt Vitality again.
I don't think Furia have taken too many shots in this game. I believe it was Trafino, at least, his first shot and his goal. Furia will not be pleased with how this game is going, but they will be overjoyed to still be in it. If they can score again, that would really complete the momentum swing. But here's Exotic. He's going to touch the ceiling, gets his reset back. Monkey Moon in the center waiting for it. Exotic wants to get the floor pinch, but two Furia defenders won't let him. Lost clears as far as Trafino. Trafino's up in front of this one up. You know, he's got the reset himself. Zen pushes it out wide.
Vital contact made there by Zen. Trafino was on for a screamer. Reset from the ceiling. And challenging that midfield now as we reach halfway through the game as well. Monkey Moon down central just above the crossbar. And the crowd oohing and ahhing with every Vitality chance that just goes awry.
Oh, here's Zen though, he's got a bit of a touch here. He's now chasing down Lost in the goal line. Monkey Moon tried to use his pace to get to that ball, wasn't quite able to. But again, we're seeing Team Vitality swamping Furia, refusing to let the ball leave. Look at that again from Monkey Moon. Feel it.
It's open again, though.
Oh my goodness! There's me praising Vitality, where Furia are punishing them.
Furia are doing exactly what they need to do. They're luring in all of these shots. They're farming the saves. Vitality, they're falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. And then Furia just take one pot shot towards their net, and it flies in.
Incredible. Jan has had 0 shots, but his team still lead. Monkey Moon's had 3 of his own. 4 now, still hasn't got on the scoreboard.
3 for Exotic.
It's ridiculous. What a game of Rocket League this is. What an interesting chess we're seeing. Here's Monkey Moon into the center towards Zen. Team Vitality will see this one as an absolute sickener if they can't turn it around. They still might though. Lost. Massive save again.
Monkey Moon trying to dive in front of the net, tries to get one into the bumps. The earlier on from Trofino or the Jan onto him. Trofino now challenging versus Zen up high in the center. Monkey Moon to catch on target. Nearly from Zen and another nearly from Exotic. Multiple chances. Vitality, they're knocking on the door, but FURIA are not answering.
They've already got 0-second goals in this series. Can they do so again in this game? It will be a key one for it to happen. Lost sends it as far as Trofino. Are they through again? Trofino couldn't quite get it under his control, but it does give them a chance to breathe a sigh of relief and get some boosts. Launch back for some more defending. Here's an attack for Jan, almost there. Exotic gets the touch, Lost fakes it out. Trofino's coming in. It's weak though, and as far as Zen.
Zen also in low boost. Trofino steals one out from underneath him. We're into the final minute, Vitality chasing. FURIA's game plan has been played out to perfection at this point.
Jan still yet to have a shot. He'll change that here. He gets the flick reset. It's on target. Lost tries to force it in. I'll tell you what, Lost does force it in.
Sneaks it bottom corner, another dunk. That's his second in 2 games. A stunning little flip reset from Jan as well. Gets the power. Monkey Moon can do nothing about it. As now FURIA clear by 2.
Team Vitality. I can't wait to see the shooting stats after this one. It does now seem that as Team Vitality is stretched, FURIA are beginning to emerge as an attacking force in this game. The thing I love about this team is when they have a lead, they do not sit back on it. They've been forced to defend. They don't enjoy defending. It's a key difference.
FURIA, they're more than happy to on their side. Been taking shots and it does not matter. Exotic now trying to go for the man and Lost escapes. Nearly gets a shot on target as well. And that one save now with 100 boost, their entire idea is going to be let's waste a little bit of time. Vitality, they're going to have nothing to do with this game. Game number 4, falling the way of the Kings of South America. And Team Vitality have let 2 slip now. We're drawn level going into game 5.
FURIA back on the warpath. Remember that until that last game, FURIA were 0-5 against Team Vitality in this event. Suddenly it's 2-5, and look who's in the middle, shaded in green.
It's 11 shots on Vitality's side to 4 for FURIA. And they scored 75% of those shots. Vitality, less than 10%. And Vitality, I'm sure based off many other numbers than that, are going to be taking their tactical timeout before we go to the fifth.
Yeah, hands up who's not surprised that Team Vitality are taking their tactical timeout after that one. Honestly, I think it's just a reset. I don't think there's too much they need to change in the strats there. They had all the pressure in the world. Maybe it's just about that third man. Saying that third man does need to get the time just a little bit more. The chances are coming. You know, that's almost a given right now for Team Vitality against FURIA. You don't need to force it. And I get the sense that they are, especially after some tough losses that they've had so far in this event. And they also will remember that yesterday against the Ultimates, they were 2-0 up in that one. The Ultimates got going, they lost 4-2.
Yeah.
FURIA are looking like they can very well do the same thing right here, right now.
Yesterday versus Ultimates as well. Bear in mind, they had this round that they could fall back on. They could fall down to the lower bracket. Obviously, it matters, but you have that extra life. This is it. You lose here, you go home. You are done until you potentially qualify for the RLCS Major. And the winner, they have the honor of playing Carmine Corp later today in 2 series time. Feel like Vitality, I've got to turn something here around. All of these shots aren't working. All of their pressure is not coming to the forefront. They are not getting goals based off the sheer number of shots. FURIA, Cole, they're the opposite. They're biding their time and they are sniping Vitality down.
I mean, maybe I'm going to be proven completely wrong here, but I still feel that FURIA can't do that consistently. They can't play that game 5 times with that game plan and win 3 out of 5.
And we saw that NRG couldn't do that versus Carmine Corp, so you have a point.
Of course. But that's not what FURIA want to do anyway. FURIA are going to want to come into this one, and they want to remind Team Vitality that they're not just here not to lose. Despite that guy's name, they are here to claim the victory for themselves. Lost up against them. Team Vitality have used all their cards, and now they have to leave nothing on the pitch. FURIA can only step up.
And what do you know? It's more vitality pressure off the rip. FURIA sitting back comfortably as they have been so far. Drufo, nice flip reset, trying to take it low below Monkey Moon. We saw another defender on the goal line for Vitality, just taking their time. They can stay low, cover the low while Monkey Moon went and covered the high. Now they have a couple more shots going their way. Jaffinho removes Monkey Moon from the pitch, as then tries to dribble it around the side of Jan, isn't quite able to. And now it's FURIA with an extended passage of possession.
Yeah, it's the first time I can remember for a while that FURIA have had this, that Team Vitality have been penned in their own half. And he gets a flip reset by the City. Once at the floor pitch here, Exotic had to make sure that Jan wasn't able to do so. Lost up against Zen. Then loses it out to Monkey Moon. That's well played by Zen. Some clearance from Monkey Moon as well. Exotic coming in. Wanted that boost to spawn, and it does. So it forces Zen in the end, but the shot's just wide. Lost was bearing down upon Zen. Made it difficult for him. Now we have wrestled back momentum for Team Vitality. Can they make it count this time? Last game will still be tasted by them. Will still be frustrated by them.
90 seconds gone, a couple of demos. Zen can't wrap himself around that ball. He does it in the end. Finally, actually, a player falls back down straight onto the ball. Jan does keep it out. Nice clear away from Lost. Now Zen on that backboard. Space and time. Ready for him to move and weave his way through. Gets one reset, gets two, gets the dunk and assist in the end. No, the power isn't there from his teammate.
The ball just kept finding him. He floats to the opposition net, but Zen wasn't quite able to sink it. We remain 0-0. Big clearance there from Jan. Jaffinho puts that one back towards Exotic. Zen's in the air yet again, uses the ceiling this time. Lost, doesn't let him. Exotic's turn. Has Monkey Moon to his right, finds him. Monkey Moon pushes the ball into the corner, but no one's Vitality was there. It does get it back in FURIA territory though. So Jan has something to say about that. He goes to the backboard. Both teams going for power and pace. Both teams trying to send the ball, launch volleys onto the opposition goal. Both teams unable to do so just yet.
Halfway through, still drawn level. Lost with a reset. The ball popping out a little bit too far for his liking. Monkey Moon called in as one miss off that sidewall. Going to come in from Vitality. Lost now. These players having a lot more space and time than they're used to. It's going to be in the double bump attempt, but Zen can keep it away. Jaffinho has to move in. Lost now on the quick turnaround, takes this shot low, but Exotic reads him.
Yeah, it was opportunistic there from Lost. He had no boost, but he thought he'd give it a go. What it does do, though, is open gaps in the FURIA defense. Great clearance from Jan, important as well. Managed to rip that ball forwards. See anyone with boost on the team? Is he going to be able to use it? There's a bump behind him if he's not careful. I think it was Exotic. No, it was Zen who was sniffing about, trying to take him out, and now it falls to Monkey Moon in the end. Wants to get the double, gets the double. Who's going to be the first to win this race? Jaffinho, only as far as Zen. Zen can shoot this, you know. He's quite got the power to do so. Jaffinho gets it wide. There's a big demo yet again. A nervy game.
This is nervy. You can tell as well after those couple of breaks, seeing both these teams come into it being a little bit different. We're seeing, yes, a lot of the Vitality pressure, but not nearly the same number of shots. FURIA not giving them that last little dagger that they need, that they're racking up the points for. Shot on target from Zen is not going to squeak its way through as Lost clears it back in towards the corner. Exotic now on his own. He's challenged by a couple of players, and the nerves just continue building.
Ben's going to have another go here. He's got players on the goal line that he has to get past. Lost misses it. There's Exotic. Oh, yeah, Jaffinho. He that completes the job. Zen puts it into the centre. And it's there again. Zen chasing. Posted by Lost. Vitality haunted by the same old problem.
They overcommitted yet again. Zen, yeah, got the save, but Lost had to be in one place, and he was there with perfection. Jan just sends it long. That's what they've been doing for our 14 minutes so far, and it keeps working.
But Zen has control of the ball. Wanted to get the dunk on Lost, not able to. Team Vitality is their major, slipping away from their grasp. Monkey Moon fakes it to Zen. Jaffinho saw it coming and got the block. His current meta, teams are getting better at reading these fakes, even when they're in the air. Lost takes touch into his own corner. Zen doesn't let him out there without having to burn some boost for it. Exotic keeps the attack going again. Exotic wants to get the shooting chance and does. Lost out wide. Monkey Moon beats Jan. Zen's coming in. Speed flips his way there. Slows the ball down in the center. Does he shoot or pass? He can't do either because Jaffinho on the front foot defensively clears away. Monkey Moon, the one more shot saved by Lost again.
20 seconds. Zen's going to find Exotic in the corner, but Jaffinho, proactive, moves right in the way. 100 boost. Zen, yet again, space, time, works his way through on the ceiling, back into that corner. Opportunity It starts to rise, it all falls away. The ball now bouncing horrifyingly. Zen has to keep it airborne.
Surely they can't do it again though. 0 seconds, here's Zen! And FURIA do withhold. Put themselves within one of yet another semi-finals appearance for this trio.
You just know what their game plan is. You know the FURIA are absorbing all this pressure. They're doing it with perfection. The shot imbalance is unbelievable. The saves the complete other way. 4 apiece Vitality on the shots. And in total, only 5 for FURIA.
10 saves for FURIA. 10 big saves as well. You know, sometimes the save stats can be a bit misleading, but they were proper blocks there from FURIA. And then finally, Jan had half a chance, and he sniped it by the post as painfully as possible for Team Vitality.
Oh, the heads and hands from people in the audience. The thing is, Zen also, to set up Jan, after they bide all of this time that they've got in buckets at this point, he sent it to no one. He had no boost. He couldn't recover to get back in time. If he's passing it central, then he knows that, or ultimately, he wants somebody to be there to then receive it. But he's also just seen Exotic in the top right corner. So he knows that he's not back. It's a misplay from Zen, and it's instantly pounced on by FURIA. Their game plan, it's not the most exciting in the world, but it is getting results.
It's exciting when it goes up against Team Vitality, and it's looking very much like I was wrong saying it was replicable. FURIA have the chance to get to the semi-finals yet again, but Vitality are going to try and steal it from them. Neo Tokyo, it's your turn.
Do Vitality change anything? They burned their timeout. FURIA don't need to. They've also used their timeout. This is now just going to come down to how do you approach the next 5 minutes on Neo Tokyo. Vitality need it to be different.
I'm just not sure that Team Vitality can change anything at this point. The only way, one way to play the game, and it's via Zen getting mechanics, and it's via follow-ups, via aggression. Monkey Moon into the center using his pace. FURIA again, keep them at bay. How long can they keep this up for? The most tiring form of Rocket League to play is defensive Rocket League, and FURIA looking like champions right now.
It's a minute elapsed, yet more Vitality pressure. There's actually one beaten. Then has to wait on the backboard. He's going to find Monkey Moon, but he's not quite enough boost to get his car to it. Exotic, a shot on target. I want to see Vitality do something different. It's still the same. They're not absorbing pressure now. They're still waiting. Jaffinho and the boys, they're still waiting. Lost a lovely touch on target. There's a man behind you. Jaffinho hunting down Exotic for a second there. And instead, return on the other side. Now Lost then gets revenge. 90 seconds, still nothing.
Jan's going to be able to slow this one down. He's going to take all the time in the world to get this ball away, but that might be a little bit loose. Keeps behind it in the end. Zen is there. Monkey Moon up against Jaffinho. Jaffinho gets it out wide. Exotic and Zen almost in each other's way. So Jan can get it back to yellow territory. Zen's still the key man for Team Vitality. He does look dangerous when he gets the ball. FURIA are closing him down in an instant. It seems to be the only way that it's working against him. It has been working. Here's Jan, down into the center. There's Lost. Oh, wow. Exotic slams it down, hits the brakes, and Team Vitality survive.
Where on earth did he come from? 3 minutes. They start to tick. One central, Zen shoots wide of target. Nothing really too scary for FURIA to deal with right now. So far, in fact, I think they've had more offensive pressure.
But here comes Zen. Didn't quite get the reset he was after. And FURIA continued to turn what could be Zen solo plays into clean 50-50s. Is what they've been doing best defensively. Jaffinho lets Monkey Moon win this one. Then he gets the 50. Jaffinho following it up. Instead leaves it for Jan. Good decision-making there from FURIA. Good composure. The speed of communication has been high. Zen has not got the boost or anything with this one, and Exotic flew past him as well. Wait, there was a demo, actually, so there's a little bit open and confused now. The game incredibly stretched at the 0-0. Zen's going to be able to get this one long.
Need we remind everyone as well, back in the Swiss, Vitality 3-0 FURIA. The curse still very much on the cards, on target though! Exotic wants to shut up all of the naysayers. 1-0 Vitality.
For all our talk of pressure, for all our talk of Vitality opportunities, when the goal finally does come, it is out of nothing. Exotic with the cleanest 50-50 you'll ever see. The ball just bounces agonizingly into FURIA's goal. Exotic now has to do some defending. Lost, gets it high. Monkey Moon with Yan beneath him. Yan tries to squeeze it, but Zen was there. Oh, Zen keeps it low this time. Low
And
50s
again.
as well. He's so strong in that Fennec. Wants to get the 50-50 or the flick at the end. Monkey Moon turns to the backboard. It's a tad heavy. Is Exotic coming in? No, he wisely chooses to stay down, knowing that double tap from the sidewall is always on for Furia.
We're approaching now the 100-second mark. Zen goes down central. Jaffinho gets rid of Exotic. Does not want another goal off the nose of his car. Monkey Moon with that 50. Now Exotic just respawning in. Use all that boost and get to the ball. Zen very heavy touch, but he's going to be the man that keeps control of it. Up onto the backboard. Does not beat Yan on that chance. The man who's been playing 2 different playlists here at the Major. Monkey Moon up high. Challenge versus Lost. Lost is going to be the benefactor of that one. Zen technically open net, but way too far away. Probably would have been saved away by any of the Furia players. 60 seconds.
Yan up against Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon wins it. Furia. This defensive play style is not going to work now. They need to steal something. Team Vitality, that third man, has to remain so disciplined. Exotic seems to be the player they've turned to ensure that's the case. Zen wins it. Monkey Moon thinks about going for it, but again, a sign of Team Vitality evolving, leaves that ball.
Great play from Monkey Moon. You don't need to chase the goal here. You got 40 seconds. Just stay firm. You do not want to suffer a counter-attack.
Here is Zen, could get a second one. Yan sends it long though. Jaffinho's in there sniffing about, trying to cause some chaos. Monkey Moon up early enough to ensure that's not the case. Lost is wondering if Monkey Moon will make a mistake. Not going to happen this time. Again, an opportunity for Vitality, but they're not taking it. They're not having to. It's smart from them.
We're also seeing now Furia have to play with a hint of desperation. Yan goes high. He's on for that double. Cleared away again into the corner by Monkey Moon. Jaffinho going to receive that ball. 100 boost. He's lost midfield. He's going to fake it away. Final 10. Furia pressure.
Lost into the corner. Jaffinho's almost in there. Yan's turn. He has to get this one high. No, instead he keeps it low, close to himself. Keeps his cards close to his chest. Tries to pass it over to his teammates. Lost has the final opportunity. He's the player they want in this situation. The Monkey Moon uses that new Team Vitality wisdom to buy Game 7.
Vitality really didn't play that different. Furia didn't really play that different. This game just fell in favor of the Frenchies. Sometimes it's going to go that way. The first 2 did. That was Vitality's. The next 3, then Furia's way. Vitality, they recover with 1, and we go on to 7.
Well, it started similar. After Furia had a little bit of time in Team Vitality's half, eventually Team Vitality wrestled the initiative. When the goal finally came, it came out of nothing. It was just a dunk. Look at this from Exotic. Saw what Yan was attempting and got right in his way. And this was the key moment in the game. Once the goal went in, you're thinking, how are Team Vitality going to be able to deal with a lead? They dealt with it well. The discipline ramped right up.
It's got to be so frustrating seeing how Furia play. This is the one that they've now finally won, Vitality. The Furia's game plan has just been absolutely sublime throughout. They stuck with it. They knew what they had to do versus Vitality. They knew they were going to have some overcommits. They've clearly studied that they become impatient. They become a little bit lazy and maybe a little bit complacent in the midfield. That's then when you strike. Vitality allowed. Furia are matching their decibels. Game 7 underway, playing for the semis.
Vitality and Furia have historically been trading blows over the course of the last season. This is the latest in that epic. Which will be the team that takes it? Here's Lost, he's taken out the game, so Monkey Moon can wait. Back at the World Championships, Furia lost a Game 7 overtime to the home team G2 to relegate themselves to 5th and 6th. They will be desperate for that history not to repeat itself.
The pressure clearly going to fall on Furia here. Can they stay as patient as they have done for the first 6 games? They've won 3 of them, they've lost 3 of them. And it's been their game plan that has been leading this series so far.
Zen clears it as far as he can. Finio knocks him out of the way. He somehow turns it into a block, but he misses it. Lost there. Could have been in if he'd have anticipated Zen missing. Didn't fully commit. That's what Game 7 does to you. The risk-be-reward is so much more intense.
You're clear?
Huge one. Lost. Pushes it far, and Monkey Moon. Not ideal there from Lost. Monkey Moon into the corner. Is anybody following up for Team Vitality at Zen? Again, Exotic, the wise old head for Team Vitality. He stayed back and bought himself a solo play. He's a player in the center if he can get him. Monkey Moon. No, he opts to go solo instead. Furia deal with that danger, but there will be more.
The demos from Furia, I'm sure, are going to become a lot more rife. If Vitality has stopped making those mistakes, you need to force them instead. If you can make it 2v3, then that midfield becomes even more loose, even quicker than they would anticipate. It's a good chance from Zen, but it's completely shut down by a FURIA defender. Opportunity as Exotic does get bumped a little bit, maintains control of this ball, now goes for the man. Wide of net is Monkey Moon. Yan to save away rightwards.
A couple of instances of FURIA flying at the ball and missing it, though. We haven't seen that for the last 3 games. Stress getting to them, perhaps. Or maybe the vitality quality. His Zen gets it over 1, almost gets it over 2. There's a jink it between the 2 of them. Now there's a shooting, well, not a shooting chance, but a chance to clear long.
Just gives that ball away to Vitality, straight back over towards FURIA. They go back towards Vitalities, they're not too fussed. Exotic, chance to go central, and said Yan is going to be the guy. And Zen, he is pushed up far there, trusts that somebody is back for them, and that has failed for them previously. And Vitality, if they keep creeping up, we know what FURIA want to do.
Yeah, they do, but Team Vitality are getting a lot of clean touches against FURIA, missing these 50-50s. That's the key difference in this game 7. Well, Demo will open them up. FURIA looking stretched already. How is their boost management? Not much better now. Monkey Moon is still on that 100. Exotic perfect first touch, tries to push it all the way forwards. 2 FURIA defenders have to fly in to block him.
Good idea, going for these demos too on the plays. Monkey Moon finds Zen solo, instant shot, top corner, saved away. Exotic now on target again, lost with the double. Monkey Moon is there, lost with the triple save.
It's a huge save, but it's low and flat and into the center of the net again there from Exotic. We've seen it time after time this event. Zen wants to get the double. Yan won't let him. Exotic's underneath this ball. Needs that 100 to spawn, and it does. Excellent management there from Exotic. Zen in the center. Exotic wants to get the head dribble up towards him, but Drafinio, that's a much better challenge.
Under 2 minutes now, ticking down. Lost one of the first shots on target for FURIA. Hand's going to be the one attempting the second. 1-2, no third as Zen is going to be taking that ball control away from him. Zen versus Yan. Out the back, he's going to be the benefactor. He is going to be the guy. Zen is going to be him.
The boost was stolen from him. Lost at the 100. He would have thought the danger was over. Zen just goes, okay, plan B, I'll keep it low. The aura the man has, they assume he'll do something brilliant, so when he keeps it simple, it has its own brilliance. FURIA have to score 90 seconds, or the Brazilians go out 5th to 6th again.
We will otherwise guarantee an EU team in that grand final if Vitality win this match. Then burst Casey. 80 seconds now, right-hand side, Exotic pushes along, 1 touchdown, Monkey Moon straight there, and a demo on net, just above the bar. Zen keeps control in favour of Vitality.
Zen has been focusing on demos more in this event than he was online. He goes to the ceiling this time, tries to add another touch of class to it. Exotic waits, Exotic shoots, saved by Drafinio. Not the best strike, Drafinio's grateful, and now he has a chance of his own. Lost in the middle, can he get it to him? It's almost there, Monkey Moon knocks it wide. Yan has to win as clearly it does, it's going just wide, and Exotic can clear.
If that's on target, that goes straight in. No one was there to get it away. Exotic now, chance to take time. Rotates via the boost. A beautiful decision from him. Up high, above Lost. This midfield play is going to be so important for Vitality. Again, 40 seconds. Again, 1 goal. Again, stay composed. FURIA needs to take advantage. On the goal line, they are staying firm.
More great saves, but they need more greatness. Yan, edgeable bump. Anyone following up? It's Drafinio!
Beautiful play from Yan with a demo to top it all off. And who else but Drufo there to clear it underneath the final defender. 24 seconds, game 7. We've got a series on our hands here at the death.
The anxiety ramps back up. Surely next goal wins, and it could be coming in right now. That was going up off the crossbar. Zen is there. First touch flawless. Second one beautiful as well. Runs out of boost, gets nudged towards it. Here's Monkey Moon. He can't quite get the double. Exotic's turn.
With 100 boost as well. We've seen what he can do. Does get just whipped away from the ball a little bit too much. Zen keeps it high. It's going to be Yan there to it. He's going to avoid. Game 7. Overtime. Here we go.
The serial winners be Brazil's best. Take it all the way to the very end, and it's lost at the early chance. He pushes it wide. Exotic gets the save towards Monkey Moon. Wants to get this one as far as Zen. He does. That was going to be dangerous for FURIA. Drafinio gets the save on it, and it's cleared away.
Both teams have battled so hard to get to this game 7 at various points in the series. Exotic with 1 play goes central. Anybody there? No, it's a FURIA defender. Exotic central again. These pot shots are going to be wearing down FURIA's boost.
Zen puts it into the center. Monkey Moon is there. He gets it on target. No, that's wide. Hits the post.
The smidgiest little touch. Couldn't quite work it in. Just wide. Monkey Moon keeps it away from Drafinio. That Danger Man has been ever present. That's on target. It's it! It's it! South America! Double the world champion!
Jan can't believe it. He's up on his chair. All of that comes down to a dunk. Well, when Lost has that much quality in his reads, yes, it can. An agonizing, exhausting, tumultuous series. End to the most basic of plays. Shove your car in the way. Try and steer the ball. And once again, ask the question, can Team Vitality get back?
FURIA had their plan and they stuck to it every single step of the way. Unless a team would have changed. Unless a team would have taken their time out, they would have been there during the technical break and they would have said, do we need to switch it up? Do we need to change? Do we need to do something different to beat Vitality after going 2-0 down? All four of them agreed, no. This is us. This is FURIA. And that is a team that has been on top of South America this entire season and previous seasons as well.
You can see Lost there, soaking up his moment in particular, the arms outstretched. He has earned that. This performance, this major, has put him in the conversation on current form as one of the best players here for sure, and thus one of the best players in the world. Performance after performance from him. 20's looking pretty good for Lost. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, his 20 started stronger, a lot stronger than mine did. Working their way yet again to a top 4. They've been here before. They need to work through another European team. Carmine Corp stand in their way. But there is a chance, Cole, that we see at the first major of the season, no European team in that grand final if it all falls against the hosting continent.
And more importantly, there's a chance we see Brazil's first RLCS LAN winners and their first RLCS LAN finalists as well. FURIA, what a performance from them. Defensive Rocket League, the way to go.
Over on the stage, there's going to be a lot to be said, and a player that was instrumental in their win, Drafinio with veracity.
Drafinio, on your first day here in EU, you ranked first in the EU rankings. Is it safe to say this is a bit of an EU buff?
Yeah, EU buff for sure.
Well, taking us to game 7, you boys called for a timeout after game 2. And then you won 4 back-to-back games. How on earth were you able to make that happen?
I think we were a little too speedy in our gameplay, and we just tried to calm it down a bit, and it worked. So, yeah, that's so good.
You guys went from losing against Team Vitality 0-3 in play-ins to now knocking them out of the running, out of the competition. What did you change between play-in stage and the FURIA we see now?
I think now we are just playing our game and not playing their game, you know? Just confidence all the way and just keep calm and, yeah.
You guys conceded a lot of goals against Vitality, though. During play-ins, I'm pretty sure they got like 12 goals against you boys in just 2 games. So defensively, do you think you guys were playing better or maybe just showing a bit more aggression?
I think a bit of both. We played better on attack and a little better on defense. Sometimes we play a little too speedy, but that's okay, and we managed to win, so.
My final question, Carmine Corp, they've got some fans here. How do you feel about taking them on?
Vitality got some fans here too, and we beat them, so